Hello my dear students, I hope you all are fit and fine and you all must be playing a lot of games. Today we will be continuing with chapter number 16, that is games we play. In this chapter we have read about many different types of games, among which some are played indoor, that is inside the house, and some are to be played outside, outdoor games. For playing some games, you always need a team. You cannot play it alone. But some games are there which you can play alone without any team member. So, in this part of the chapter, we will be discussing about all these things. What we are going to discuss about indoor games, outdoor games, and the games for which you need team and which you can play alone as an individual player. Okay students, now let's discuss more about indoor games and outdoor games. So if we will say, what are the different types of games? There are two different types of games, indoor games and outdoor games. Indoor games include games like snake and ladder, carom, ludo, etc. Outdoor game includes games like cricket, football, volleyball, etc. Now let us know what are indoor games. Indoor games, games that are played inside a door, means inside our house in a closed space, are called indoor games. Indoor games can be played at home, in the room, or in the hall, the auditoriums. So, whenever we are playing any game inside a closed space, then it is called indoor game. Alright students, we have to play it inside. The biggest advantage of these games is that they are not affected by bad weather. Suppose you are playing ludo or chess or carom board and suddenly it started raining outside. What do you think? For this rain, do you have to stop your game? Suppose you are sitting inside your house and playing carom board with your friends and it is very sunny outside. You cannot go out and start playing cricket or football because you may fall sick. But carom board, you can easily play this game inside your house without getting affected by the bad weather. They can be played individually or by team. When you are playing any indoor game, you are not supposed to have 10 or 5 or 7 or 11 members for the game. Either 1 or 2 persons can play indoor games too, which are not always possible for outdoor games. For playing indoor games, you do not need a lot of things for playing that game. Now, let's see some indoor games that are played. Some of them are basketball, table tennis, ludo, carom board, badminton, playing cards, etc. Now, let's know about outdoor games. What are outdoor games? The games that are played in open grounds are outdoor games. As we know, indoor games are played within closed environment or a closed space. But outdoor games are played in open areas, in open grounds. You cannot play any outdoor game inside your house. Outdoor games demand use of physical strength. We have already read about indoor games. When you are playing any indoor game, you have to think about the game. But when you are playing outdoor game, as you are thinking about the game, you have to use your physical strength too. You need to be strong for playing outdoor games. Majority of outdoor games need big grounds. As I have told you already, that when you are playing outdoor games, you need a big playground for playing it. You cannot play it inside the house. So you need an open space for playing outdoor games. Whereas in case of indoor games, you can play them in small space inside the house. Outdoor games develop physical strength. Your muscles, bone is becoming strong. They are developing properly. Your bones are becoming strong, and even you are becoming strong. You are running, jumping, which is making you strong. Whereas when you are playing indoor games, you are playing it mentally. So your intellectual abilities are developing. So few outdoor games are football, cricket, golf, tug of war, lawn tennis, gilli danda, kabaddi, flying kites, 7 tiles, etc. Now let's see the difference between indoor games and outdoor games. So in indoor games, those games which can be played inside the home or any closed space are called indoor games. Whereas those games which require a huge open space for playing and cannot be played inside home are called outdoor games. In indoor games, there is no interference or disturbance in the game by any kind of weather condition. Whereas when you are playing outdoor games, the weather conditions interfere in the games being played. Like I have already told you, suppose you are playing Ludo inside the house and suddenly it started raining. Your game will not be affected by the rain. But if you are playing cricket or football or hockey or kabaddi outside the house and suddenly it started raining, then your game will be affected by the weather condition. Indoor games helps us to develop mental skills and capabilities. Whereas in case of outdoor games, our physical skills develop and are mostly related to physical exercises. So when you are playing indoor games like cards, snakes and ladder, table tennis, carom board, you are concentrating on the game. But whereas when you are playing an outdoor game like kho-kho, kabaddi, then football, cricket, hockey, physical exercise like running, jumping is much more important. So we are doing a lot more physical work in outdoor games than in indoor games. In indoor games, the games require a small area and are played by sitting at one place. No movement is required. When you are playing indoor games, no need to jump, no need to run. You are not moving from one place to another also. You are sitting somewhere inside the house and playing the game. But in case of outdoor games, these games requires a large area and movement of players occur from one place to another. So in outdoor games, we need to move from one place to another. But in indoor games, there is no such movement. You can sit at one place and play the entire game. One more point is there. For indoor games, we do not need much of the things. But when we are playing an outdoor game, we need a lot of things for playing that game. Suppose cricket. We need bat, ball, wickets. Then pads are required for the safety. Helmet is required, and even umpire is also required. So for playing outdoor games, many things are required. For indoor games, only 1 or 2 players is required for playing the game. Some examples of indoor games are chess, snakes and ladders, card games, carom board, badminton, basketball, etc. And examples for outdoor games: cricket, baseball, football, hockey, kho-kho, etc. Now see, here is a riddle given. What you have to do, you have to write the name of the game in the given space. So let's just read the first one. Small and colored are these glass balls. To win the game, you have to aim with them all. So what will be the answer? Yes, it will be marbles. And what is the next one? If you land on a snake and do not frown, in this game you go up and down. You have to think it, students. What will be the answer? Let's read the next one. It has no wings, but it can fly high, high up in the sky. So, which game is having something to fly without any wings? It can fly high up in the sky. What will be the answer, students? See the picture. Can you find out the answer? Now the next one. On the board are squares, black and white. There's the king, the queen and the knight. So the color of the board of this game is black and white. Squares of black and squares of white are made on the board, and there is king, queen and some knights which are used for playing the game. What is the game, students? Now let's see the next one. King, queen, ace and jack. 52 of them make a pack. So we have a pack of cards. Yes, the answer will be pack of cards. Then 4s and 6s. If you can get, a century is sure. I can bet. So in which game do you score a century? Yes dear, you guessed it right. Write down the correct answer in the space given. Now see this one, students. Besides their work, what else do your family members do? So beside doing all the household works and other works, what your family members do? First of all, I need to tell you this, that besides playing games and studying and watching TV, you can do many other activities at home in your leisure time. In your spare time, you can do many activities like reading, stitching and embroidery, dancing, chatting, that means talking with each other, looking after plants, gardening, and even collecting stamps. So these are all the interesting activities that you can do in your spare time, free time. These activities are very helpful in spending your time in a good way. So do not always watch TV. Try to do some other interesting activities too. Now let's know about individual games. What are individual games? Individual games are those games which are played alone. No team member is required for playing this game. So the games which you can play alone, you do not need anyone with you for playing this game. Those games are called individual games. For example, we have swimming, cycling, horse racing, skipping, etc. Now let's do some assignments. Alright students, today after this, I will be back soon with a new video. Till then, you all read the chapter properly and do the question answer in your classwork copy. And everyone be healthy.